We finally live? The boys are back?
Yeah, we're
Watercraft
live.
Network
We're live.
We're finally live.
Kev doesn't know how to.
Hey, we're talking about the CJWC decal that it has to happen. So a little off-air humor. We're just having some fun.
Yeah,
Having some fun with the boys here. Prepping for Jet Fest, got a big weekend, not this weekend, the following weekend. Man, we got the Crash Industries boys coming.
That's cool.
Coming back, a little bit of love, a little bit of help at Jet Fest 2021, September 11th, here in the Adirondacks. Going to memorialize our buddy Frankie.
What, did we forget the clap?
It was a week.
Or that was just a, oh, that's done.
That was it. That was the exciting
all right.
part of it.
Man, no love. No love. We got super producer Bishop back to bust chops here. So, but we got a great event coming up. Just found out that we're going to have some Crash Industries boats at Jet Fest for full demo.
I was going to say for demos, right?
Yeah, full demo rides on the 2021 Crash units. Absolutely awesome. We're going to have the.
Are they going to be anchors or on top?
Hey, you never know with the Watercraft Network boys around. I mean, we're known to run stuff rough and put it away wet, literally soaking wet. But on that note, we'll also have.
I have to see how they work off the back of the jet boat.
Hey,
if somebody's going to send it, let's do it.
I think that's going to be interesting when that happens. And we'll also have.
Intern, I think, just grew a set of balls.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's a difference between shit talking and actually following through and sending it.
Maybe in another.
Well, you never know.
10
Norton may
years.
give him a few pointers,
You
and at
watched
least he'll
them-
maybe get
Did you see
halfway around and then pile drived into the
Did
lake.
you see those photos Norton put up?
Oh, trust
Yeah.
me. Norton
Telling
actually
you.
texted it to me, and he goes, wanting to know if he could send it off the back of the jet boat, off the wake boat.
Telling you right now, Norton's come
Right.
a long, long way.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's no joke. He's got to be.
I mean, he's got some air there.
he's a
He's
good
been
15
practicing.
feet out of the water.
Well, he's got himself a better boat, too. I mean, that first one that he had
he's
was
4'11" and 128 pounds.
just wet.
Come
Yeah.
on, you're giving him a good 28 pounds there.
I'm just saying. I mean,
He's a small guy. You're right. I mean,
if I got on something like
Yeah.
that, it would just tip over.
The first two freestyle boats he had were,
They
but,
weren't.
I mean,
weren't enough for him. Like
No.
he's grown.
no. The boat that he's got now is a much better hull. He's got a bigger motor, better pump. He's been dealing with Brian.
Yep.
So, I
Yep.
mean, he's got much better equipment underneath him,
You know why
which
he's
makes
getting,
your life a lot easier.
but you know why he's getting better?
Well, yeah, because he's got more money finally.
He
Trade
rides.
time.
He rides. Exactly, Mel.
Trade
well,
time.
That's exactly right.
And he's got more money.
Trade
he's not-
time.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
You're 100% right. Put that time in.
Are you insinuating anything to intern?
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, there's going to be a lot of good, really good freestyle riders there.
Hell yeah.
Going to have a lot of
Brian's going to be there too, ain't he, Sizemore?
Brian Sizemore from Torrent Pumps. I mean, great to see the Torrent guys. A lot of the
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of airtime we're going to get.
Yeah.
that's to say the least. I mean, that's going to be incredibly impressive to watch. We'll get some video of that for all of you to see these guys just airing it out. It's just that's really going to be a lot of fun. But great event. September 11th, Jet Fest here in the Adirondacks, with the only event in New York that's actually within the Forest Preserve. Absolutely beautiful. All to memorialize our friend Frankie, who passed away at the young age of 38. Going to raise some money for his 9-year-old daughter. A lot of love going out to the Carolina Watercraft Club, the Belly Buster. We've often said, the best, hands down, the premier recreational ride
Well,
here.
shit, anybody delivers 600 pounds of like fresh ribs and cooks them for everybody, yeah, it's a damn good event.
It's unbelievable. I mean, if you haven't made plans yet to go to the Belly Buster next year, Lake Hartwell, during the Pro Watercross National Tour stop, the Belly Buster recreational ride, they're going to give away a Polaris Hurricane. It's actually Mel's old Hurricane, brand new, all WSM and SBT interior
just gonna say
components. I
You know
mean,
what would be actually cool? Is if they junked that piece of shit and put the 701 in it.
oh, you
Get
had
rid
to
of
go
that
there.
700 players.
He
crap.
had to go there, didn't he?
I did.
He had to.
I did.
He's what we call an asshole up here. You know what I mean?
Certifiable. I'm not denying it.
Doesn't matter how many times you wipe it, there's still shit on it.
But he-
Want some?
But in all fairness, he does bring up a good point because
Oh, I agree.
and no, you can attest. When you put that Yamaha 701 into the Polaris Hurricane hull, it completely changes the boat. It's more like a hybrid Hurricane that's a lot more fun to ride, a lot more user friendly. It's just a great boat. But we'll have some time to spend with Rodney and Scott this weekend. They're actually going to bunk with us, which is going to be interesting in and of itself. Not this coming weekend, the following
That sounded
weekend.
a little promiscuous.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
I tell
Just
you
the way
what,
you said that, and knowing Rodney the way he is.
hey, it's
just
wishful
saying.
thinking. I hope these guys aren't all talk, no action. You know what I mean?
Rodney's a single guy, so I'd be careful with what you say.
Those guys are the best. They're great guys. Carolina Watercraft Club hosts the Belly Buster every year down there in Lake Hartwell, Georgia, at the Pro Watercross Tour Stop. If you haven't been, you got to check it out. But they're coming up to Jet Fest. They're making an absolutely incredible donation to our friend Frank's daughter. They raised almost $5,500 down at the Belly Buster this year, and they're going to donate those proceeds to Frank's young daughter, Addison. A lot of our friend Frank, a lot of his family members are going to be at Jet Fest on September 11th. So a great event. We're excited to have the crash boats there for people to ride, and the demo, or I'm sorry, the prototype for the 2022 Torrent Pumps Daytona Freeride Polaris Hurricane with the Yamaha conversion motor. That prototype that we're replicating for Daytona will actually be at Jet Fest, so you'll have an opportunity to see it, try it, and really get a good feel for what you could possibly win at Daytona in 2022. And again, all the proceeds from Daytona go to Roswell Park Cancer Research Institute up there in Rochester, New York.
The way that bad boy looks right now, it's got a new nickname.
What?
Daffy Duck.
Who? The blaster?
Your little blaster, Hurricane, Yamasaki, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, she's the ugly duckling, but don't worry.
It's Daffy Duck.
She'll be pretty. Don't worry. She's a lot of fun to ride, though. A lot of fun to ride.
Just don't let your friends. It's just like riding a scooter.
Hey, you know, there
There,
could
there
be
was, you know,
there could be
another
worse.
part of that conversation, but I have to be politically correct.
There's a lot worse boats out there to ride. Could be a tiger shark. Could be a sea-doo, actually. Oh,
He's got a point.
could, hey,
Just saying. It runs right. It does run better with that
oh
motor, though.
man, it's impressive. It's really, really impressive. It's a
It's
lot of fun,
whole new learning phase getting on a Hurricane.
especially a cane with the Yamaha motor in it. So that'll be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to it. If you haven't found it yet, look for JetFest, all one word, JETFEST 2021 social media page. Join the group. Have a lot of fun up there at JetFest. Raise some money for a member of the community and have a good time in the Adirondack Mountains. And got to also, big news, with the Pro Watercross canceling last weekend. That was kind of,
That kind of sucked.
well, I mean, it was a smart move on their behalf.
Oh, absolutely.
Louisiana got
Just-
slammed, so
It's just a lot of people were already there.
or en route, and just really, that was rough.
It does make it tough, but to make that call,
Oh, it just,
Smart.
I'm going to tell you, on our end, we would have been just about pulling in when he pulled the plug. And that would have really sucked.
yep.
But for the safety of all the participants, his staff,
Yeah.
It was a
it
smart
makes
move.
sense.
It was a smart call. It was a smart call, and that's part of it. I mean, that's when you're dealing with East Coast events, especially coastal events, in July, August, September, on the East Coast. That's one of the things you have to
Oh, yeah.
factor in is you may have a tropical storm, and it's
And that poor New Orleans area just gets the shit beat out of it.
yeah, Louisiana gets beat up tough, man. I mean, it's really a weird cycle we're having. There's just so many wildfires out west, and these tropical storms coming up the coastline here on the East Coast. It's
It's all Trump's fault.
and we've had nothing but rain all summer. It's been a
Oh.
weird season. So
Sorry, I had to go there.
that's all right. Hey,
It is what it is.
I mean, hey, I mean, I don't know. I think he may have.
I think
But-
we should have Biden on the show.
That would be fun.
That'll be funnier than hell.
Be a lot of fun.
I think my kid's getting arrested at the airport right about now. Hold it. Underage girls and drugs? Oh, sign me up.
Hunter
Sorry, I'm digressing.
No, look, Hunter Biden's too busy, too busy smoking crack to know what's going on. I mean, don't. He's got all that Ukraine money to spend. So,
Oh, he's got lots of it now.
but hey, we're digressing. We're talking
Back
jet
on
skis.
Watercraft. Back on Watercraft.
Yeah, we're talking jet skis, and we're
Mel's over there freaking laughing and trying to hide.
Well, because I got nothing good.
Oh, it's just the
say
conversation's
politically.
just gonna.
yeah, we're better off not.
Yeah, we're
going
better
out.
off. Let's get
Better
back.
off just staying.
How
away
about those new cowies? Yeah, that's how's that?
There you go.
Is
That's
that better?
Yeah.
That-
Okay. All right.
Hey, Kawasaki's probably got the best lineup of the season going into 2021. They changed the STX 160 platform just a little bit, have multiple different trim levels now that they're going to offer. And, like you've often said, they're happy being number 3. I mean, the Cowies are just really well-performing boats that, Cowie just isn't really into the same degree of R&D and product progression that Yamaha's.
But why have the warranty claims if I don't need them?
Well, that's just it. I mean, what's gonna be interesting is next year Sea-Doo has that system that removes debris from the intake grate on a lot more of their vessels, and those have been somewhat problematic this year.
Well,
So it's going to be interesting to see if there's any changes to those and how those actually function in real world on boats other
the
than
problem
the
with
fish.
all of that crap and those bells and whistles is you're going to start driving the price of these watercraft higher and higher and higher. You're going to start affecting sales.
Well, I think that's why Yamaha was smart, by reducing, their production next year by 20%. I think they're just saying, hey, we're gonna, you know, it's kind of like economic discrimination. You know, you're going to come in and you're going to spend a lot of money because there's going to be limited product, and if you don't like it, go buy something used. You know, go buy a 1999 GP 1200 and let me know how you like it, you know?
Yeah, well, even when we went last weekend with you guys, Kate liked the Cowie better than the Smurf boat as far as comfort and riding. She just said it felt better
It's different
as a
because,
passenger.
yeah, I think, you know, I think my opinion, if you're a more experienced rider, you like that Smurf, and when we say Smurf, we're talking the GTI line from
Dude, I
Sea-Doo.
love that Smurf. I mean, it's a
I
great
love
boat.
that boat too. I mean, I think if you're a more experienced rider, you're more comfortable in on that platform because you're almost sitting down in the vessel. But when you're on the Cowie, you get a different.
You're up over the bars.
You're up and you
yeah.
get a better vantage point. And so I think for an unexperienced rider or a new rider, when you sit on the Cowie platforms, you have better vision and you have a better ability. You feel that you have a better ability to navigate the vessel. But to me, as someone who's been riding for a long time, I love the feel of the GTI. Something about that boat, you know, it's such a comfortable platform to ride. You feel like you're in a lazy boy. You know, I honestly feel like there's a footrest that should come up. You know what I mean?
I mean, we could put those highway pegs from a Harley on those. I mean,
Get us some ape hangers like this.
I'll figure it out somehow.
But no, I get her point. You know,
Remember when I did that to the one mechanic's toolbox that I put the ape hangers on it with the little tassels?
Yep.
He was a club member.
I remember that. I remember the
Literally a
pictures of
club member, and I did that with pink tassels. And he comes in that next morning, and it was like,
that. Just shaking his head. So funny.
I didn't die.
But
no, I get her point, and I think
but that's a lot of the stuff that new riders don't know.
and don't factor in at the point of purchase. You're 100% right.
You just don't.
Yeah.
Unless you get on it and go.
Yeah, and there's.
But I like the Smurf boat. I like the GPs. You know, so it just depends on what your budget is. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, some of the prices are
well, you can't
slowly creeping down.
you can't go with the prices now versus what they should be.
Right. But I
Right.
mean, I've also noticed that the prices that are creeping down are on some of the high hour boats.
Which
Some of
they
the
should.
big hour boats, which happen to be down the lower part of the states.
I think that happens a lot. You know, not just here in the Northeast, but all over the country. People go out and buy these big, high-dollar supercharged jet skis. They throw a ton of parts at them so they can be the fastest lake racer or the guy on the river. So they go out and put a Riva Stage 3 kit in it, you know, and the hours start to creep up and the boat starts to not perform the way it used to, and they're like, bye-bye, I'm going to send it. They sell it and move on to the next model year. And you're seeing a lot of that now.
And then throw another $5,000 at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They're asking 18 plus for used GPs.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there was an FX.
You guys are lost your
I
damn
wish I
mind.
could find it. 'Cause I wish I saved it. It was a used FX SVHO with like 160 hours on it. Full blown sponsons, you name it, $15,000.
yep. Yeah, and that's
I mean, 150 hours, 160 hours. In reality,
it's not a ton of
it
time.
ain't a ton of time.
Right,
But what's been done to it in the meantime?
right. Exactly
Have you
right.
ridden it hard and put it away wet?
100%.
Saltwater
Scott
roach.
just said he's got
I mean,
the FXHO. They have 620 hours on them,
and those guys never shut those boats off.
No.
They get to ride what?
but they take care of them.
Yes, but it's 10 months out of the year they get to ride.
They have no life, and they take care of them.
Well, that's the difference. You know,
But think about it, 600 hours at, say, 30 miles an hour?
yeah.
Ain't a lot of time.
And it's not a lot of stress on that machine either. They're not. It's not like they're out there, you know, with the throttle to the bars. You know,
Right, and that's what I'm saying. If
You
its
can't-
average is
you
40
can't be
miles an
with-
hour,
on that
30
lake,
miles an hour.
no,
On that lake, you can't be.
no. But I think a lot of these boats that we are seeing now that are popping up that have, you know, a lot of work done to them, and you know, are at a high dollar price. That typically happens this time of year is when, people realize, oh, my 2018 has 90 hours on it. I've beat the living crap out of it. It's going to need a ton of work. It's never going to, there's no long-term sustainability for this thing. It's time for me to send it. And it has all types of go-fast parts on it. And people who don't know any better, like you were talking before, they're like, ooh, I can't buy one at a dealership. They're sold out. I might as well buy this one. It's got all the performance parts on it. So.
Yeah, but back to what we were talking to the intern. You don't even know, when you're buying a jet ski, most people don't even know what the performance parts do. I don't care what anybody says.
Not the rookies.
They don't know shit.
Well, and that's a great point. It's one of the things that that Cardone had said a few weeks or a month ago was he met somebody who went to a dealership and they told him nothing about the ski. I mean, this guy, literally, they didn't tell him anything. And there's a video on social media, not the guy Bobby was talking about, but a different guy who's filling the boat up through the front storage compartment.
What?
Wait,
It's not putting fuel in the actual gas cap. He's literally pumping fuel into the yeah, I can't believe you guys haven't seen it.
Whoa.
So he's just pumping it into the hull.
Honest to God, right into the hull. Right into the hull. I'm like, and that's part of, the whole
Well,
buy.
sometimes you just can't fix stupid.
And stupidity's free.
Because,
doesn't
like,
mean you get a lot of it.
I'm pretty sure most gas caps have a little
But
logo?
I immediately
gas sign.
I immediately thought to myself, the dealer must have said to him, the gas tank's up front, the pump is in the back. Something like, because
But you fill your car up through the gas. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying.
You can't blame that shit on the
That's just
dealership.
that's
No,
got to be a
but,
skit.
But I'm just saying
That's just got to be.
Nobody can be that stupid.
there's people.
Dude, have you seen the videos of people driving their trucks into the water with the boats still
Yep.
attached, face forward?
Unbelievable.
Most of them are Ford owners, but that's beside the point. They just
Oh,
saying.
you mean beer can owners?
So they're literally driving into the lake.
Yeah, hold on.
I've seen
It dented.
I've seen that one where the guy drives in and turns around, and the boat and trailer literally flip over. The boat attached to the trailer. I'm like, the stuff you see at a boat launch, and we've said that for years. You go to any public boat launch, it's better than watching an episode of Seinfeld.
Totally.
The shit you see
It
at a boat
happened
launch.
last weekend up at Northville.
I could be
one of our local launches. Somebody was pulling out of the launch, pulling up on Route 30, and left the boat on the ramp.
Yeah.
Literally on the entranceway to the parking lot.
Oh, the public launch.
Yes.
Dude,
I mean, that place can be a shit show and a half.
It can, but you should always strap your boat in. I mean, why does that not make any sense?
Strap broke, hook broke. Who knows?
Come on, it wasn't hooked in the front.
dude,
You gotta be stupid.
it's unbelievable
He
the stuff
voted
you
for
see.
Biden.
Absolutely.
Me-
Oh, here we go. Squirrel.
I think he probably voted for Hillary. But in all seriousness, me, Jimmy, and Scott saw that one year at Northville where the guy's trailer actually broke when he was down in the water, and he pulled it up, and there was a line of fiberglass, and that's a gravel launch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you could see the line of fiberglass going all the way up the launch. It was unbelievable. The stuff you see at a public boat launch is just staggering. And that's what's scary is, those people are out on the water, and that brings us back to, you really have to take a boater safety course. A lot of states, they're not mandatory, and it would really be helpful to the personal watercraft community if more riders would get involved and become certified safe boating instructors.
Yeah, but even becoming an instructor doesn't
No,
make it better at the ramp.
You're not going to fix a lot of it, Mel, but at least, the scary thing is those people at the ramp are out on the water when we are. That's the frightening part. I mean, these people, if you can't navigate your boat in a parking lot, you don't belong out on the water, period. I mean, I mean, that's just stay on land, dude. You know, I mean, disconnect your trailer and leave. You know,
Watch from the sidelines.
it's unbelievable. You know, yeah, be a passenger. You know, be a guest on somebody's boat.
Just don't ask to go home.
No, and those are the other ones that I've noticed a lot this year, like 73 people on a boat. You know, the bond line is like this far from the water. You're like, the hell are these people doing? Who in their right mind? Seriously, who pulls up to the dock and somebody pulls up and they're like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to join those other 19 people on that boat and it probably has a capacity plate for like 7 full-grown men. Yeah, I think I'm going to go out there and have a couple beers.
And it's probably got 3 life jackets
What's
on it.
wrong with these people? You know, I mean, it's unbelievable the shit you see. You know, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's like that little family they got on that 12-foot John boat.
Yeah.
With that 8-horse motor.
Yeah.
That thing was like this much out of the water.
There's
like,
there's no bullshit. There had to be 20 of them on there.
Storm's coming.
We're just like, you
boy.
gotta be kidding me. And you know, it was not too long ago.
With a dog.
Yeah. I felt bad for the dog.
I bet you the dog was the only one that could swim.
Felt bad for the poor dog, you know.
Actually, the dog jumped off the dock, and the owner held the dog with the leash.
As he swam. It was funny. She didn't want him to get away. Poor dog's like,
The dog probably was trying to get away. Get me the hell out of here.
He's like, he thought he had his escape plan, but she held on to the leash. But no, but she didn't choke him, fortunately, because I would have that wouldn't have been good, you know. Poor
they
dog.
Didn't do a Biden and leave all the dogs over there.
Oh, that's
Why am
that's more annoying than
Sorry.
weapons. That's more annoying than weapons. That dogs are being left over there. That's sad, man.
I don't know if it happened or not, but if it did, that man needs to be hung from a helicopter and float around Washington.
Of course it did. It's billions of dollars of stuff there.
Dude, it's all politicians. They all suck balls. I don't care what party they are. They're all assholes. None of them are quality leaders. Who was it? It was one of them recently that said, somebody, I think it was one of the military guys that said, or retired military guy who said, the problem with this country is we're led by idiots. And he's right. It's all special interest bullshit so they can line their own pockets. And
well, I wish they'd line my pockets.
hey, I'll take
I'll
some
be
lining.
right there.
Who is
Go
it?
Biden. Go Biden.
What's that?
$1
Lindsay
million bucks.
Bobar? What's the hell is her name?
Who?
That little short congresswoman.
I don't know. I
The
can't
one that's
afford
packing.
TV. I'm like $3 short of being on welfare.
Bobar, whatever the hell her name is. She's got her shit together.
Hey, all I know is Mel's 100% right. You can buy my fucking vote. You know, I mean, you know, exactly,
I'd wear
man.
a Biden shirt every day for $1 million.
I'll do
Yes,
one
I
better. I'd tattoo his name on my ass.
Yeah, but what about the one that's already there?
Well, I mean, you know, I'd have to have it gone over.
No, I won't say.
Don't. It's
I
a
would
family
have.
show.
You just said I'd have to have it gone over. Really?
What,
Like-
the enter here?
Oh, you fuckers. That's not as bad as intern's lower back tattoo says. Just send it. So I mean, you know.
See, that's the problem with you people. You keep redirecting your pain onto somebody else.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, he's over there. You know. Look, he's over there laughing. I had to give him a shot. You know, just had to throw one at him.
All right. Well, I think we're at our.
Yeah,
our
hey,
limits.
listen, we're back next Wednesday. We're gearing up for Jet Fest. Hopefully
Yeah,
we'll have a special guest with us next week.
We're trying to gear up for Jet Fest. It's crunch time. We've got a few things to get done,
Absolute crunch time.
but there's not enough hours in the day.
I was out there me and intern were out there for a few hours tonight.
Yo, he needs to do something because when the weekends come around and you're not here, he doesn't do shit.
He disappears.
He's gone. So he needs to do something.
He just disappears.
So in other words, squirrel.
Yeah.
No, he's like the Lone Ranger. You
Daddy
remember the
Warman
episodes of
needs
the
to
Lone
be here.
Ranger when you're
Well,
a little
he did
kid?
it this weekend. It was like we're in the middle of doing stuff, and next thing it's like, where the hell is he? And he's over there like, oh, wax on, wax off on my new boat. Oh, wax on, Oh, excellent. Oh, can I start it? Oh,
Do you remember when you were a kid? Remember watching the Lone Ranger in Tonto?
tell me I'm wrong.
He's the Lone
Look,
Ranger.
crickets. Crickets. It's like Biden supporters.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
He's the Lone Ranger.
oh, he's
That's
the
his-
Lone
That's
Ranger,
his
all
new
right.
nickname.
Dude, we sent him. What did he do?
He sits on his blaster thinking he's, oh, Tonto.
The one weekend you were gone.
Yeah.
He came inside
For an
disappeared
hour.
For over an hour. I'm
Not
like,
10
"Dude, where'd you
minutes."
go?" He's like, I had to go to the bathroom
No, he needed lunch.
for an
He
hour.
was robbing a refrigerator. See?
Dude, we're out there trying to get stuff done, and this dude just disappears.
Gone.
Can't stand it.
Gone. Unbelievable. I'm like, no, where did the kid go?
I'm like, I don't know.
I got to be the dictator all the time.
It's unbelievable, this kid.
Yep.
You know,
He's
it's
useless.
it's so true. Youth is wasted on the young. It's so true. Unbelievable. To be 19 again.
Ryan said, stalking Valentina's page.
Who said that?
Ryan.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's not even right.
It's true, Ryan. And hey, you know, if we haven't mentioned it, you know, I mean, Brave the Wave, man. That was, I mean, some of the
that was a good
photos
one.
from Brave the Wave.
Hold it. Which
holy
Ryan?
Shit,
Coca?
man.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Dude, holy shit.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that event is just, I'm telling you, we got to go to that event one of these years. That is
will.
just unbelievable.
Jeff said hi. Lakeford.
Oh, hey, shout out to the Australians.
Oh,
You know,
forgot to tell you.
and while you're thinking of it, anybody who isn't following them, Nautical Images. Jeff Lakeford, who runs Nautical Images, and they do some of the best PWC photography. If you look at some of his pictures, everybody knows Ronnie Mack does a great job, and there's a lot of, like Kenny Wong, who's out on the West Coast. Kenny does a great job on all that
he's
Jet Jam stuff. He's a really talented photographer. Ronnie Mack, Kenny Wong. But I'll tell you, Jeff Lakeford and those Nautical Images, man, they have some awesome, like action photos that are just absolutely amazing. Make sure you follow them on social media, Nautical Images. They just do a great job of capturing action photos of the community. Really, really good work.
I just don't want to. What's up, 319?
Yep. 319's in the house.
Oh, 319 Raceboat?
Yep.
319 race boats in the house.
319 Raceboats here. What about Grand National?
He's probably at a bar sniffing toilet seats.
Probably.
Something. All right, let's put
Yeah,
a
we're
wrap
back.
on this.
We're back next Wednesday. Hey, holiday weekend coming up. Be safe out there on the water.
Yeah. I'll be gone.
You're out.
Squirrel.
Well, you guys be safe out on the water. Be careful. Going to be a busy weekend. Make sure heads on a swivel. Watch out for other boaters. Stay safe.
Get
We'll
as much video at the docks as you can. It's good footage for the winter.
Bring a sign.
Hey,
Back trailers in for $5.
before we go, a lot of love going out to WSM Performance Products, Liquid Molly,
Bombers.
Watercraft Superstore, Bomber. Our friends at Jet Pilot. Tanya's leaving Jet Pilot. Sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Wish her the best going on to other.
Other adventures.
Yeah, so a lot of love going out to Tanya. And again, we're back next week. We'll see you on Wednesday. Stay safe out there.
Good night.